Yeah, hello dear students. Today's lesson is the human respiratory system, page 42. We go first to objectives. Objective number 1, what is the respiratory system? What it do? What is the function of it? Number 2, the system. What does this system contains? What is made from? What are the organs that they play together to achieve the function of this system? And then the respiration or breathing mechanism. How does that work? How the breathing mechanism work, in fact? Okay, we go first to the what is the respiratory system. As we know before, you know what's a system. First, you have to know what's a system. System. We call anything a system which are made from many components, or many objects, or many humans, or countries. Each one of these objects or things, they make a certain duty to achieve all of them one aim. That's why we call them a system. Okay, so by respiratory system and by breathing system here, what are the organs that they play together so that we can bring air to the body, take oxygen, and bring the air outside again? So this is the system. And what is do? It's a group of human organs that help to get oxygen from the air inside and get it outside, and get to carbon dioxide outside again. This process, in fact, is made. This information is not wanted from you, but I tell you that how this works. There is a place on our mind which works automatically without our control. This place in the mind, which controls the nerve system, he knows that our body needs oxygen, and this nerve system the same way controls the muscles around the lungs, the rib muscles and the diaphragm muscle. So when we need oxygen, it gives a signal for these muscles to expand or to contract. Just like the function of the heart, by expanding, blood comes in, by contraction, pushing blood out. The same function, but this one is also always made by muscles. And the heart is muscles, and here is also muscles. The rib muscles, these red points if you see here, and the diaphragm muscle, which is here. Okay, we shall see afterwards how this works. So this is controlled by a place in the mind which control this, not consciously. We don't know about this. This piece in the mind, he knows that our body needs oxygen, so he gives a signal for these muscles around the lungs to relax or to contract. Okay. So we go now to the main organs' names. It's not all the names you see here is important. It's also, you can start from the trachea. The trachea here, this is the trachea, is our windpipe. You can call it windpipe or trachea. It's only one way. The main way of air coming from outside or going out is from here. Then it splits to two ways. Each way is called the bronchs. This is bronchs 1, this is bronchs 2. Okay? So first one way of trachea, and then two ways. Each way is called a bronchs, and each bronchs go to one lung, left lung and the right lung. And each of them will be also split it into many bronchi or bronchies. Each bronchi will end up in an air sac. Okay, what happened in the air sac? The air exchange will happen in the air sacs, and we shall discuss this in the next subject. All important for you to know now, we have the trachea split into two bronchs 1, bronchs 2, and then each bronchs split into many bronchies. I don't know how many there are, but each bronchi will end up in an air sac. Okay, and this is the lung, and this is the red thing here is the rib muscles, and here is the diaphragm. Okay, which by relaxing pushes out the air out, and by contracting make the chest cavity bigger so that air comes in. Let us speak about the mechanism of breathing now. What's happening here? In the air around us, there's 20% of oxygen and 0.04% of carbon dioxide. Okay, what really happened? As I said before, the mind knows that our body needs oxygen, so he gives a signal for the muscles around the surrounding the lungs to relax, to expand, so that it makes the chest cavity bigger. What happens when the chest cavity is bigger? When the chest cavity is bigger, that means the volume inside is bigger. When the volume inside is bigger, as we know from physics, that volume and pressure are inversely proportional. That means the pressure here is low, the pressure outside is high, so the gas or the air goes from the nose to the lungs. make the exchange again, and then the rib muscles and the diaphragm muscles go back to their original places, pushing the air outside with carbon dioxide. So in this way, in this process, by expanding and contraction, the chest cavity get bigger or smaller. The chest cavity get bigger, comes air inside, make air exchange, and then get smaller. The chest cavity gets smaller, the pressure means is higher than outside, which causes the pushing of air outside of the body. We call this also a diaphragmatic breathing because it's made by a diaphragm, so we call it diaphragmatic breathing. So diaphragmatic breathing is the breathing caused by the relaxing and contracting by the diaphragm. That is all for this lesson. Next lesson we shall speak about how does the gas exchange really happen in the air sac. Thank you very much for your attention.